told you!
I wasn't talking to you!
You say something to me?
When do we get there?
I can't hear you.
Never mind.
What?
Never mind.
Any minute now.
Iris, I'm worried. This is our own neighborhood. I hope nobody sees.
What are you yelling for? You deaf or something? Well, here's the place. 321 Bundy Drive.
Iris, it's my house. We can't go in there, Blanche. We quit.
You what?
We quit. Yeah, get someone else.
Now, look, sister. I need the dough from this job, and if you don't work, I don't work. You're coming in with me, or else.
Or else what?
Or else you'll be wearing an off-the-face scrub bucket in the Easter parade.
Well, if you're going to use logic.
Liz, maybe Rudolph and George aren't here.
Oh, come to think of it, Iris, I wonder what's happened that they have to have someone clean it up.
They said they'd leave the side door open.
See? There's nobody here, thank goodness. Okay. Well, come on, let's hurry and get it done.
Oh, what's the rush? I like to look around when I get in a strange house.
Oh, I don't imagine you very often get into a house like this, huh, Blanche?
No, I should say not. It's a real eyesore, ain't it?
What?
Can you imagine having to live with this stuff?
Yes, I can.
Well, if you don't know no better. Yeah, we're supposed to start in the... Look at that mess.
What is it? It looks like rice. Oh, it is rice. All the way into the middle of the dining room.
Oh, what kind of a pig would keep a sty like this?
I'll tell you what kind of a...
Now, Liz, please, let's get this finished and get out of here.
Oh, all right.
What was that?
Those stockings in the kitchen fell over. They were standing up.
The cleaning women must be here, George.
I hope so.
Uh-oh, they're here. Hand me a brush. I'll start scrubbing under this table.
Okay.
On the carpet?
I don't have time to go anyplace else.
Neither do I. I'll help you, Liz. Move over.
You scrape some rice over my way. Give me some rice.
Now listen, you two. That's
Hello there. You must be the cleaning women, huh?
Yep, I'm Blanche.
Well, look, we want this all cleaned up. See, if our wives find out about it, they'll kill us.
He can say that again.
Now, after you get through here, go over to my house. I came over to help him with the rice, and I left the iron on. The fireman left quite a mess.
Burn the ironing board, huh?
Well, I couldn't find the ironing board. I was using the top of the piano.
Well, don't worry. We'll clean it up for you.
We?
Oh, yeah, me and my two assistants. They're down on their hands and knees. You can just see them sticking out from under the table.
Iris!
Iris?
Certainly. I recognize her shoes.
Liz Cooper, is that you?
What's going on around here? Speak up, you two.
Oh, so very good rice. Very good. Clean them up. Quick, chop, chop. Oh, you bet. You bet. Hot kimono.
Iris, and I do mean lotus bud.
Liz, come out from there.
Nobody here but us Chinese club ladies.
Yep. Grab those legs, George.
I got 'em.
Come
Come
on.
on.
Out you come, Iris. Come on.
Rudolph.
There. Now, Ming Toy, what's going on?
What about that rice, George Cooper?
A fine way for you to act, Iris.
I didn't burn any holes in the piano.
Yeah, at least we were working.
Yes.
Well, that was an
That's more
accident.
than you
I was
were
trying to
saying
reason
down
mine.
there.
We really
Now,
tried
wait.
to
Just a minute. This is no way to act. Fighting and trying to deceive each other. As a matter of fact, George and I decided something this afternoon.
What?
Well, tell him, George.
Well, we don't like doing housework.
Well, as long as we're being honest, Iris and I aren't exactly crazy about earning the living either. It's tough.
Well, shall we go back the way we were?
Okay by me.
Hey, wait a minute. What about equal rights for women?
Kiss me, master.
Come here, slave.
Same thing go for us, Iris.
You know it does.
Kiss me, master.
Come here, slave.
What about me, master? Clean up the rice, slave.
Yes, Lucille, where do we travel tonight?
No place, Robert. We stay right here and interview a lady wrestler. A little lady wrestling music, maestro.
Here's the dressing room of Leaping Lucy, the lady wrestler I'm supposed to interview.
Hello there.
Hello. I'm here on behalf of General Foods.
Say, you're cute. Want to wrestle?
No, you see, I have to interview you
Come here, you. Oh, boy, you fracture me.
Now, about this interview.
Want to wrestle?
Now, just a minute. What about General Foods?
Well, what about him? I'll wrestle him anytime. Bring him on.
No, I'm talking about our radio interview. Now, I'll start by saying, Lucy, they tell me you train exclusively on Jell-O.
I don't think you'll get a laugh with it.
Well, nevertheless, that's the first line. After that, what do you say?
Want to wrestle?
No, now look, here's your script. Read it. Can you read?
Why, sure. Let's see now. J-E-L-L-O.
All right, what does that spell?
That's a tough one, ain't it?
It's Jell-O.
Oh, Jell-O. Oh, Jell-O comes in 6 delicious flavors.
Berry.
Raspberry.
Now, what comes next?
Cherry berry. Cherry berry sounds like a song. Cherry berry bean. Why don't you sing it? Don't mind if I do. Cherry berry bean. Cherry berry bean.
Look, wait a minute. Lucy, look, it's strawberry, raspberry, cherry, orange, lemon, and lime.
Oh,
All right, what's next?
let's wrestle.
No, it continues like this. Jell-O is so good, it makes you think of the real ripe fruit itself.
Is that so?
And the flavor is locked in. The flavor is locked in, so it can't get out till your first delicious spoonful.
No.
Then we finish up. Look for the big red letters on the what?
Big red letters on the what? And they think I'm punchy.
I'm asking you, look for the big red letters on the...
I give up.
Box!
No, let's wrestle.
You have been listening to My Favorite Husband, starring Lucille Ball with Richard Denning. Watch for the April issue of Radio Mirror magazine, the one with the big picture of Lucille Ball on the cover. It tells the details of an exciting new My Favorite Husband contest. Get Radio Mirror for April. And be sure to listen to Lucille Ball in My Favorite Husband again next week, presented by
J-E-L-L. Oh, the big red letters stand for the Jell-O family. Oh, the big red letters stand for the Jell-O family. That's Jell-O.
Yum, yum, yum.
Jell-O pudding.
Yum, yum, yum.
Jell-O tapioca puddings, yes, sirree.
Bob Lamont speaking.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
You're listening to 1940s radio on the Rocket Classic Radio Network.
Frontier Town, the saga of the Roaring West. Frontier Town. El Paso, Cheyenne, Calgary, Tombstone. Frontier Town. Here is the adventurous story of the early West, the tamed and the untamed. From the Pecos to Powder River, Dodge City to Poker Flat. These are the towns they fought to live in and lived to fight for. Teeming crucibles of pioneer freedom. Frontier Town!
Chad Remington's the name. Occupation, frontier lawyer. From a little cow town called Dos Rios. Avocation? Well, although I don't go out looking for it, I certainly get a lot of trouble dragged to my doorstep. And I must admit I don't mind too much cleaning it up. You know, out on the frontier, things are pretty new. Pretty rough and ready. Although the land is rich, it sure needs water and plenty of it to keep it going. In fact, in some places, water rights and the control of water is sometimes worth the price of a kingdom. But to show you what I mean, let's take what happened not too far from my hometown in another little saddle stop called, believe it or not, Dry Gulch Springs. Water over in Dry Gulch became very valuable as the price of men's lives. The trouble all started one day when two men described in my book as motleys sauntered into the Gilded Cage Cafe and sat down at a table, just as Lulu, the cafe entertainer, was ending a song.
Good thing we wanted in here.
Now, Burke, what do you mean?
That gal, that singer. We can use her.
Well, I sure could.
Look, knothead. I'm talking business. You go over and introduce yourself to Miss Lulu.
Yeah?
Yeah. Then tell her I want to see her. I'll be waiting for both of you up at the shack.
Oh, but boss, if I...
Go on, do as you're told. I ain't got all day. I'll get moving. Now, look, Lulu, I ain't going to waste your time giving you a lot of conversation. You're a good-looking woman, and I can see you got brains.
What am I supposed to do? Thank you?
I'm not making no bones about it. The crowd I represent can use you, and we'll pay for it. Pay good.
Well, you're starting to sound interesting. Who's this, crowd?
It's a company, see? A water company.
Uh-huh.
You see, another outfit's got the franchise to build a dam up here at Dry Gulch. According to the franchise, they got to finish before the 15th. If they don't, well, my crowd gets the franchise.
What's that got to do with me?
Plenty. When I saw how all those men over at the Gilded Cage went for you, I just got the notion that the construction gang working for the other water company would do the same thing. If you made it your business to see that they quit work.
So that's the way your song goes, huh? You want me to get the men working on the dam to quit. Sort of like the Pied Piper of Hamelin.
In this case, it might be the Pie-Eyed Piper. And you've got the pipes to do it.
Mr. Burke, there's just one teensy little thing you haven't told me yet. What do I get out of this?
Well, let's say 10,000?
Let's say 30,000. It has a nicer ring to it.
What are you trying to do? Pull me up?
You better quit bargaining, Mr. Burke, because I've got an idea this other water company would pay me 50,000 for the information you've just given me.
Why, you little... Has 20,000 got a nice ring to it, too?
Well, it don't ring like the Liberty Bell to me, but... Okay. You just made yourself a deal.
Now you're talking. Hey, Rick, give me a bottle of something and a couple of glasses. Lulu and me are
Don't get nothing. Yet, Rick. This deal's not closed until I got 10% of that 20,000. In cash.
Well, as I said before, that's how it all started. The first that I knew of it, however, was when Jim Underwood, who had the franchise and was building the dam, let out a whoop for help that I had heard all the way over to Dos Rios. So I went to Cherokee O'Bannon, who used to be a medicine man and now owns the Dos Rios livery stable, and on the promise of introducing him to Lulu, the beautiful singer, prevailed upon him to provide the horses and ride along with me. A day later, Cherokee and I were closeted with Underwood in the little shack that served as an office on the dam construction job.
And that's about the whole story, Chad. My men are quitting work like there was a plague up here. Say now, if there's some sort of an epidemic, I'm willing to make you a very extra special price on some of my genuine Cherokee Indian rattlesnake oil in quantity.
Now, look, O'Bannon, all you're getting out of this trip is an introduction to a red-headed singer named Lulu.
Chad, I've got less than 3 weeks to complete this job. At the rate the work's stopping, it won't be finished for 3 months.
Well, Jim, I'll do what I can, but this is sort of like looking for one particular grain of sand on 50 miles of sea coast.
What are you talking about? I've seen that girl up here myself twice.
Oh, I don't mean finding the girl.
Chad, are you intimating that you intend to cross me up?
No, Cherokee. I'm intimating that the girl's no great problem. The trick's going to be to find the men behind her, the men who are paying her to disrupt the work.
Oh, don't tell me you really mean that, Chad. Who else could there be behind it except this other outfit, the one that tried to get the franchise before I got it?
Well, granting you're right, now I'm not saying that you aren't. Thinking they're behind it and proving they're behind it are two entirely different things.
Yeah, I suppose that's so.
Say, I've got an idea, Chad. Why don't you introduce me to the girl? And then when she succumbs to my manly charms, which take no time at all, I'll worm all the facts out of her.
And you're just the kind of worm who'd do it, too.
You don't like my idea?
Well, to be polite about it, no. Now, what we've got to do is...
Yes, O'Hara, what is it?
You told me to let you know the next time that red-headed gal showed up. Well, she's here now.
Yeah, it's quite nice of her to cooperate this way.
Don't go giving her the credit. I got her up here. Simply proves the efficacy of a man never giving up hope.
Jim, I think we'd better walk out on the job and see what the young lady's up to.
All right, Chad. Let's go.
Well, it was about 100 or so yards from the office to the job itself, and the walk down there gave us a pretty good chance to observe Miss Lulu. I don't mind saying she was well worth observing. I sure couldn't blame the men for gathering around her. Her face was a little hard, but pretty. She was round in just the right places. I don't know if she spoke extemporaneously or not, but she certainly put up a highly convincing argument.
They say the payroll was held up. Of course, they say the payroll was on that coat.
Yeah, that gal's right. Why should we go on working if we're not going to be paid?
Hey, listen, man, that's nothing but a bald-faced lie.
Hey, you call me a liar, will you, Underwood? Why, you blast him.
Look out! What's the matter with you men, anyhow? You all gone out of your heads? Mr. Underwood says the payroll's going to get here, then you're going to be paid. He's the man who should know.
I don't know who you are, mister, but I agree with you. Mr. Underwood should know. That's the whole trouble with him. He doesn't know anything about what's going on.
And maybe you can explain just how you happen to have advance information on the payroll being stolen. Information of that kind should be interesting only to a sheriff or another water company.
That so? Well, which kind are you? A tin horn sheriff?
Madam, if you'll pardon the formality, permit me to introduce myself, and then I'll introduce you to Mr. Remington. My name
Cherokee,
is...
let's skip the social amenities and face a few facts. First, you want to know if I happen to be a sheriff, miss. Would it make any difference to you if I were?
Yeah, it might. I don't think jail would be so bad if I had a good-looking, curly-headed six-footer like you to see that I was locked up every night.
That's her a good one, Chad. She certainly... Oh, I guess it was with that. She was trying to make a fool out of you.
Would that be so hard to do?
Probably not. I'm probably foolish standing here and talking to you about something as ridiculous as this rumor you're spreading around here to stir up trouble.
Rumor my eye. I'm telling you, boys, there'll be no payday for you.
And I'm telling you there will be.
Are you going to take this woman's word for it or believe Mr. Underwood? Now, look, man, you've been on this job 3 months or more, and you've been paid every week, haven't you? All right, then. Go on back to work. And if payday doesn't roll around, remember they got laws in this state to see that a man gets paid.
As far as you're concerned, miss, I think it'd be a lot better for you if you started back to town.
All right, Curly. But if you get down to town, look me up. A man who's as persuasive as you are in broad daylight ought to be really something at night. Come on, Curly. What I just told you is no idle rumor.
Chad, I do believe you swept the little lady off her feet.
I'd sure like to sweep her off her feet and put her where she belongs.
In your arms?
No, in jail.
In jail is just where she belongs.
Jim, where'd you say she worked in town? What was the name of that cafe?
Gilded Cage. Why?
Because if you don't mind riding along with us, I'd like very much to go into Dry Gulch. See just what sort of birds actually flutter around inside the Gilded Cage.
Chad, the more I think about it, the more incredible it appears that a young woman of such, such excellent and satisfying stature would willingly lend herself to so nefarious a scheme as you and Mr. Underwood have outlined.
Cherokee, I'm afraid you're confusing what's inside of her with what's outside of her.
Indeed I am. And what outside she has.
And that, mister, is your big trouble. You're always confusing your point of view.
I am?
You sure are. When it comes to beverages, you're only interested in pouring them into your own insides. When it comes to the ladies, you switch around and you're interested in...
Billy Blue Blazes, Chad. Underwood's been shot.
Cherokee, come on. Down off that piece of buzzard bait. Well, I saw where that shot came from, and it makes a pretty good aiming point.
Look at them run, the yellow-souled vulture.
Here, Cherokee, give me a hand. Looks as if Underwood's pretty bad hurt. Got to get him to town to the doctor's. Once we get him there, we're going to the Gilded Cage Saloon and tear a few bars out of it. Till we get this thing settled once and for all.
We'll return to the second act of Trouble is His Target, our exciting frontier town adventure, in just a few moments. frontier town.
Well, as I said, a lot of troubles had dragged to my doorstep, and this one was about the worst yet. First, if Underwood's company lost the franchise and the other crowd got it, they would have had the ranches around Dry Gulch over a barrel. A water barrel, which would probably be worth its weight in gold. Second, although trouble is sort of a specialty with me, woman trouble is something I steer away from. And finally, it must have been a pretty low-down crowd of cutthroats to cold-bloodedly shoot Jim Underwood out of his saddle just because their little cooked-up payroll story had failed. Well, making as good time as we could with a badly wounded man across the saddle, Cherokee and I got Underwood to the doctor's in Dry Gulch and then set out for the Gilded Cage Saloon. It was quite a place. A lot of gilt and fancy paintings, Pharaoh tables, roulette layouts. Oh, it seemed to have everything. Everything, that is, but a sense of decency. Cherokee and I walked in and stood looking around the saloon.
Quite a place, Chad. Quite a place.
Quite a place.
Ah, that's quite a bar. Isn't it, Chad, my dear old friend?
Now, look, my dear old friend, don't you dear old friend me. We're in here on business.
And their business is dispensing of beverages. So I say, turnabout is fair play. Let's make a few purchases from their business, and then we'll set out on our...
Nothing doing, Cherokee. With Jim Underwood almost dead, my mind's not on anything but our business. Come on. Say, bartender.
Yes, sir. What'll it be, mister?
Oh, for the time being, just a little information. Who runs this place, and where can I find him?
Dutch Altberg. He's the owner. His office is down there in the back. Anything else?
Why,
Cherokee, come on.
Come in.
Yeah, boys. What is it?
You, Dutch Altberg?
I am.
Well, my name's Chad Remington. My friend here and I are looking for a little information.
What's on your minds?
Well, you've got a singer working here, haven't you? A girl by the name of Lulu?
So what?
Well, that doesn't seem to quite answer my question.
What's wrong with you? On the prod for trouble?
Well, I'm in too much trouble now to be on the prod for any more. And...
we want to find out about this Lulu woman.
Well, you're not alone. So do I.
I'm afraid that answer's a little too cryptic for me. Does the girl work here or not?
She did, but not anymore.
Chad, she's flown the coop. Our little pigeon has flown the Gilded Cage.
Cherokee, will you just take a deep breath and simply hold it? Well, what happened? Did you fire her?
Will you fire a gold mine?
Altberg, why is it so difficult to get a direct answer from you?
Look, my friend, I don't hanker after that kind of talk, and I don't like that tone of voice.
I don't care what you like or what you don't like. I'd like a few answers. Unless, of course, you got something to hide.
You are on the prod for trouble, aren't you?
I wasn't when I came in here. But if you think clearing your holster's the kind of answer I'm looking for, go ahead, scratch leather.
You're pretty salty, aren't you?
Just salty enough to skin you and put you away so you won't spoil.
Now, look, Altberg. I didn't come in here for an argument, and I still don't want one. So get the hump off your back and behave.
Let me tell you something, mister. Anytime anyone mentions that Lulu's name around me lately, I start seeing red. After all the money I paid her, she walks out, leaves me without even saying so long.
Oh, where'd she go, do you know?
2 Jaspers come in here a few days ago, and one of them went back to her dressing room to talk to her. And I ain't seen her from that time to this.
Who were they? Had you ever seen them before?
Nope, but I'd sure like to see them again.
You mean they were strangers?
Yeah. It looked to me from the way they were dressed like they were railroad men or something.
Railroad men? What do you mean?
Oh, you know, wore laced-up boots and them hats with the narrow brims. You've seen fellas like that, haven't you, hanging around railroads?
Yeah, they sound like construction men. And construction men are the kind who'd want to get hold of that dam.
You mean the new dam up in the hills?
You just bet we do. With a little help from you, Dutch, we may be able to close my case and get your sylph-like soprano back for you. Now, come on, let's sit down and talk this thing over. Well, after Dutch got over having his back up, we found out that Miss Lulu had been, or posed as being, the apple of his eye. He was most anxious to get her back, and on our promise to help him, he told us what he knew. He gave us a fairly accurate description of the two men who later turned out to be Burke and his gun-toter, Rick. And with that description to go on, we went over to talk to Mr. Underwood at the doctor's house, where, fortunately, he was resting pretty comfortably.
Chad, from that description, I'd bet my bottom dollar the little one's Burke and the big one is his bodyguard, a fellow they call Rick.
Well, then, though we still have a long way to go, we've proved one point. That the men who employed the girl do work for the crowd that wants to get the franchise away from you.
This is chicanery of the lowest type. Imagine a poor girl like that consorting with villainous characters.
Well, Chad, I guess the thing to do now is to tell what little we know to the sheriff.
You do what you want, Jim, but I think you're being a bit premature.
What do you mean?
As far as I can see, there's no possible way of ever proving Burke's connection with the only thing so far which is actually a crime, shooting you.
Well, then, what do you hope to do?
To my way of thinking, the thing to do is to arrange things without Mr. Burke's prior knowledge, so that if he's really the crook in the sand pile, we'll be on hand to catch him in the act.
Arrange things? What kind of things, Chad?
Now, look, Jim, the doctor told us before we came in that you were still a pretty sick gent, and not to talk to you too long. So, now that you've told me the name of Burke's little outfit, and, well, providing you'll give me your blessing, Cherokee and I are going out to arrange this little set of circumstances before it's much, much too late.
Chad, I sure wish you'd let me in on what you're going to do.
Shucks, Jim, he hasn't even told me yet, and I'm his landlord.
Well, fellas, here's the way it is. If I told Cherokee he'd waste so much time asking questions, we wouldn't get through till the 15th of next month.
Dirty dig, that.
And if I told you, Jim, well, you might not give me a blessing. And then when Burke put you out of business, I'd have a client who couldn't pay his fee. So, under those circumstances, I think the O'Bannon and I had better be off and running. Well, if I sounded confident, I really wasn't inside. Or maybe I should have been like Cherokee, interested only in the outsides. Well, the idea I had was as loco as anyone had ever had. But knowing that if I turned Cherokee loose in Dry Gulch, he'd find Miss Lulu if she were within 500 miles of the town, I turned him loose, with instructions and with a message.
Lulu, a woman of your fragile beauty needs a man around, a man like me to protect her.
Go on. Tell me more.
Well, a man to protect you. I already told you that, didn't I?
Yes, you did. Sounds like a speech you might have learned.
A speech, you say?
Let it go. Now, as big and handsome as you may be, O'Bannon, the kind of protection a gal like me needs costs money. You got a lot of it loose?
Have I? Why, I'm filthy. Filthy rich, I mean. Rolling the stuff, you know.
Yeah. And where does it come from, honey?
Promise you won't tell a soul?
I promise. Cross my heart.
Well, Chad Remington and I are getting a $10,000 fee from Mr. Underwood for bringing in his last wagon train of supplies for building his dam. Half of that fee belongs to yours truly.
Oh? And when is this wagon train coming in? I mean, when do you collect this money? You big protective man.
That's a secret. But I'll tell you tonight at 9. Well, where are you going, Lulu, my beloved?
You just wait here for me, honey. I've got to see a friend. And I'll be back soon. Just you wait here.
Well, I'll be a prohibitionist. Chad was right. Little Miss Lulu fell for it.
Little Miss Lulu sure did fall for it. She thought Cherokee was just a big chump, and I'm here to tell you he's far from it. He got away with that bit of acting and made it stick. Now, while Cherokee was playing Mr. Moneybags to Miss Lulu, I was out on the other part of the mission. I rode 20 miles and back and arranged for the wagon train. Everything went as slick as a greased rabbit in an oil well, and just before 9 o'clock, Cherokee, the sheriff of Parsi, and I reined up on a hill looking down on Dry Gulch Valley. The moon was a burnished silver dollar, and in its pathway of painted light we could see the road. The wagon road, all unrolled on the canvas below us.
You see anything, Sheriff? For you, Chad? Road looks deserted to me.
Well, the wagon train will be here on the dot, don't you worry. I do see something in that chaparral down there. From here, it looks like a man called Burke and a dozen gunslammers.
And I do believe there comes the wagon.
Well, in that case, we ought to be hearing a few reports from other sources almost any... All right, Sheriff, Burke's falling for it. Let's get to riding.
That's it, boys. Now let's go get him.
Well, maybe you did get me. But Underwood ain't gonna finish that dam on time, and he'll lose the franchise anyhow. Them wagons of his were smashed to bits.
Yes, the wagons were smashed to bits, Burke. But the timbers and stuff destroyed didn't belong to Jim Underwood. They belonged to your crowd.
What? You loco or something?
He's far from loco, Burke, my good man. Only a brilliant genius like Chad Remington would ever have thought of going to your camp and filling the wagons with your supplies.
You're so sorry, Mr. Burke, but little Miss Lulu was your downfall.
Why, you double-dealing. Oh, Curly, how could you do this to me?
The judge will explain it all to you, Lulu, in due time. And in your case, the due time ought to be about 20 years with a few months off for good behavior. If you know how to behave, good.
Okay, Sheriff, they're all yours now on charges all the way from hold-up, concealed weapons, right through the book to attempted fraud by posing like a lady.
Why, you
Come on, Cherokee, before she falls on my neck and chokes me. So long, fellas.
And Lulu, if you really need a protector, the warden has lots of them. They call them jailers. Get up there, boy. Let's get home.
Frontier Town, starring Tex Chandler and featuring Wade Crosby, is a Bruce Ells production. Story and direction by Paul Franklin. Music written and played by Ivan Ditmars. Be sure to be with us again same time next week for another fine action-adventure story with your favorite young Western star, Tex Chandler. And now this is Bill Foreman to tell you that Frontier Town came to you from Hollywood.
Throat scratchy, tickly raw. That's what Vic cough drops are for. Tastes like a sweet, soothe like a medicine. Vic cough drops.
The next hour is brought to you by John Paul Mitchell Systems, the world's leader in hair care products and styling tools. Visit www.paulmitchell.com today.
J-E-L-L. Oh, the big red letters stand for the Jell-O family. Oh, the big red letters stand for the Jell-O family. That's Jell-O.
Yum, yum, yum.
Jell-O pudding.
Yum, yum, yum.
Jell-O tapioca pudding, yes, sirree.
Dual. Dual for floors. Dual cleans and polishes in one go because it's a floor cleaner and a polish all in one. Dual 2 and 6.
When I fall in love, it will be forever.
Sweet Trolley,
the name you'll find on the most wickedly delicious desserts you could imagine. Each one is lovingly created to look as good as it tastes. Sweet Trolley. Delicious desserts from Bird's Eye and Walls. So irresistible, you can't help falling in love.
This is the 1940s radio channel from the Rocket Classic Radio Network.
Now transcribe Theatre Royal.
The National Broadcasting Company presents Sir Laurence Olivier, your host in Theatre Royal.
This is Laurence Olivier. In a few weeks' time, when the new stage play in which I'm appearing with my wife comes to London's West End, I shall have the pleasure of appearing each week in a different play on this program. But until then, I'm very happy to have the opportunity of introducing as my guests some of my own friends from the theater. Today's guest is an exceptionally good companion of mine, and we have had many very happy associations together on the stage. You may perhaps recall our visit to the United States some years ago with the Old Vic Theater Company. I'm speaking, of course, of Ralph Richardson. Ralph has chosen for you a dramatization of a story by Joseph Conrad. It is, in my opinion, one of the best he ever wrote, and I think you will enjoy it. It has perhaps the simplest title of any story I know. Here, then, is Ralph Richardson in Joseph Conrad's story of the First World War, The Tale.
Outside the large single window, the late evening light was dying out slowly. In the long room, the irresistible tide of the night had run into the most distant parts of it, where the whispering of our voices, passionately interrupted and passionately renewed, had died away with the dying light. Now I could see only the faint oval of her upturned face, the pale immobility of her hands against the dark of her dress. Oh, we loved each other, yes, but there was little hope in that love. At last, she turned her head away.
Please. We can only hurt ourselves going on like this. You know that.
But, my darling.
Tell me something.
What am I to tell you?
Why not tell me a tale?
A tale?
Yes, why not?
Why not?
You used to tell your simple and professional tales very well at one time. You had a sort of art. That summer, 1914, the days before the war.
Oh, really? But now you see the war is going on.
It could be a tale not of this world.
Well, you want a tale of the other, the better world? You must call back someone who's already gone there.
No, I don't mean that. I mean some other world in the universe, not in heaven.
Oh, I'm relieved. But you forget that I've only 5 days leave.
Yes. And I've also taken 5 days leave from my duties.
I like that word.
What word?
Duty.
It is horrible sometimes.
That's because you think it's narrow. But it isn't. It contains infinitives. And so...
What is this jargon?
An infinity of absolution, for instance. But as to this other world, who's going to look for it? And the tale that's in it?
You.
Huh? As you will. In that world, then, there was once upon a time a naval commanding officer and a Scandinavian. It was a world of seas and continents and islands.
Like the earth?
Yes. A war was going on in that world, and many young men in it, mostly in wardrooms and messes, used to say to each other, it's a bad war, but it's better than no war at all. That sounds flippant, doesn't it?
Yes.
Let's get back to our commanding officer, who, of course, commanded a ship, a warship. And he used to be sent out with her along certain coasts to see what he could see, just that. Sometimes he had some preliminary information to help him, and sometimes he hadn't. It was in the early days of the war, The ship was sailing in northern waters, steaming along her beat in sight of a rocky, dangerous coast that stood out intensely black, like an Indian ink drawing on gray paper. Well, anything to report?
No, sir. Not so much as a fishing boat. Nothing stirring on shore there. The coast's absolutely deserted.
Well, never mind about the coast. It's the sea we're interested in. You know what used to amaze me was the way that the war never seemed to change it. Just the same expanse of water, neither more friendly nor more hostile. It's impossible to believe that that same horizon has now become one great circular ambush.
Yes, it is until you see a ship blow up all of a sudden and plop under almost before you know what's happened to her.
Then you believe it, all right. After that, you keep your eyes on her to see what you can see. You begin to wonder whether one day you may not die from something you haven't seen. You know, in some ways, one almost envies the soldiers. At the end...
Look, sir. Out there, ahead, on the starboard bow.
Quick, man, hard a port. It may be a mine. Ahead of the ship, something was floating and rolling lazily on the sea. Something, but what? The ship's course was altered to pass the object close. It was necessary to have a good look at it and to see what one could see, close, but without touching it. It was not advisable to come in contact with objects of any form floating carelessly about.
Small wreckage, perhaps. But there shouldn't be any wreckage here.
No. The last reported torpedoings were a long way westward. But one never knows. There may have been others that weren't reported, gone with all hands.
Yes. Seems to be a battle. Here, have a look through the glasses, sir.
Uh-huh. Yes. Pretty obvious proof of what we've suspected all along. But certain neutrals round here haven't been quite so neutral as they should have been.
U-boats?
Yes. Replenishing the stores of U-boats. Somewhere not so very far off, either.
Yes, but why leave the evidence lying about like this?
Why, indeed.
Almost looks as though it had been done on purpose. But what on earth for?
More probably it was an oversight. Or maybe somebody had to get away quickly before they were spotted.
Well, it's proof of what we were pretty certain of before. And plain, too.
How much good it'll do us. The parties are miles away. The U-boat, the devil only knows where, but ready to kill. And the noble neutral slipping away to the eastward, ready with a pack of lies.
Yeah. Well, they won't have to lie very much. Fellows like that, unless caught in the act, are pretty safe.
Yes. I suppose they can afford to chuckle. They probably don't even care a rap for the bit of evidence left behind. It's a game where practice makes you bold, and successful, too.
Yes, well, perhaps this'll be once too often. May not have been all that long ago.
It doesn't have to have been by the look of things. Not in this kind of weather. You see? The fog's coming up again. A solid white wall of it. Well, here we go again. In 5 minutes, we were in the thick of it. Great convolutions of vapor flew over, swirling about our masts and funnel, which looked as if they were beginning to melt. Then they vanished. The ship was stopped. All sounds ceased. The very fog became motionless, growing denser as if solid in its amazing, dumb immobility. Men at their stations lost sight of each other. Footsteps sounded stealthily. Rare voices, impersonal and remote, died away without resonance. A blind, white stillness took possession of the world.
14 fathoms!
Well, what do we do now? Here, wait a minute. The fog's lifting.
Only in patches. Look, there's the shoreline again. Ah, that's a bit better.
38 fathoms!
Right. Now I know where I am again. We're going inshore.
Yes, but...
It's all right. I know this stretch of coast like the back of my hand. That peak there's the southern shore of a fjord. We're going to ease round into it and sit tight till the weather mends. There's plenty of sea room and we can drop anchor. Keep the leadsman stinging out. Slowly, with infinite caution and patience, they crept in closer and closer, seeing no more of the cliffs than the effervescent dark loom with a narrow border of angry foam at its foot. At the moment of anchoring, the fog was so thick, all they could see they might have been 1,000 miles out in the open sea. Yet the shelter of the land could be felt. There was a peculiar quality in the stillness of the air, very faint, very elusive. The wash of the ripple against the encircling land reached their ears with mysterious, sudden pauses. Well, that's that. There's about half a mile between us and the other side of the fjord. We can stay here till the fog lifts. We get a chance to see what we're doing again.
Well, it seems to be lifting already, sir. Back there, towards the open sea.
By Jove, it does. Quite a bright patch.
Here, wait a minute. What's that?
Give me the glasses.
I could almost swear.
Well, you'd be right then. There's another ship out there, lying at anchor.
Yes, but hang it. It's a wonder we didn't run slap into her when we came in.
Yes, it certainly is.
But why didn't she make herself known, rung her bell? She must have heard us coming in. We came in pretty quietly, admittedly, but they must have heard our leadsman at least. We couldn't have passed her more than 50 yards off.
Quite. What you might call a close shave.
We never heard a sound from her. Fellows on board must have been holding their breaths.
I rather think that's what they were doing.
Ah. Had we better take a look at them, sir?
I think we better had. At first, I supposed she was just a coaster standing to. I'm not so sure the more I think about it. In fact, I'm not at all sure. Lower a boat and send a boarding party across to her. I want to know a little more about that ship.
Aye, aye, sir.
The boat was lowered and moved away into the fog. The white swirl of vapor that lay on the water spotted it up as though it had been sunk. Only the shadowy outline of the mystery ship remained afloat above the drifting whiteness. For a quarter of an hour there was utter silence, and then the boarding party returned, appearing suddenly alongside. The officer in charge came up to make his report. Well, what is she, a coaster?
No, sir, a stranger, a neutral.
No, really? Well, tell us a little bit more about her, then. What's she doing here, anyway?
Well, they said they've had engine trouble, so they stood in here to keep out of the weather.
Did they? Well, how did they get in here if they had engine trouble?
I asked them that, sir. They said they were drifting about in the fog for 3 days. Then the wind got up and they simply ran before it when they saw where it was taking them.
Well, I suppose that's just possible. The wind's in the right quarter, such as it is. There's hardly enough of it, I'd have thought.
Oh, no, sir. This was 4 days ago. Apparently there was quite a stiffish breeze blew up. They were even afraid of a gale.
Ah, well, that checks, too. If they're talking about last Friday. Quite a plausible story, isn't it? What about the ship's papers?
Our papers in perfect order, sir. I checked them carefully. She sailed from Gothenburg last Monday, 8 days ago, with a cargo for Newcastle. General merchandise, all checking with the manifest. From what I could see of her, sir, she's quite in the clear.
She is, eh?
Well, the master said he didn't know where they were, said they'd been drifting about so long in the fog, he didn't have any good idea of his position. He asked me for a bearing, but I didn't give him one till I'd checked with you, sir.
Good. Just one thing. What about her engines now? Are they still disabled?
No, sir. She has steam on them.
Oh, she has. Number one, you know, I think you were right after all. They were holding their breaths as we passed them. They certainly were.
In a moment, we continue with Theater Royal.
We'd like to remind you of the fine Parade of Good Listening tomorrow night on NBC. Jerome Kern's musical drama Sonny takes the spotlight on The Railroad Hour, starring Gordon MacRae and lovely Lucille Norman. Then Howard Barlow and the Firestone Symphony Orchestra join with Metropolitan basso Cesare Siepi, the guest artist on The Voice of Firestone. Later, George London returns to The Telephone Hour, with Donald Voorhees conducting the Bell Telephone Orchestra. Top off your Monday evening of musical entertainment when Paul Laval conducts his city service Band of America in a double salute to the Safety Congress and National Bible Week. And you'll want to join that lovable pair, Fibber McGee and Molly, as they find themselves involved in another laugh-provoking misadventure the whole family will enjoy. That's followed by an amusing storytelling session as jokester Senator Ed Ford and his quick-witted partners Peter Donald, Harry Hirschfield, and former Governor Harold Hoffman get together to outdo one another on Can You Top This? Later Monday, enjoy a swashbuckling drama when MacDonald Carey stars in another thrilling episode of Jason and the Golden Fleece.
And remember, tomorrow NBC joins the state of Ohio in a salute to popular funster Bob Hope, heard each morning with a quarter hour of helpful and hilarious tips to the housewife. For the best in listening entertainment, you'll want to stay tuned to your NBC radio network. And now we return to Theater Royal.
I tell you, number one, I don't like it. I don't like it one little bit. Somewhere around here, as we know very well, a German U-boat has been restocked, probably by a neutral vessel. Here in this fjord, we find a neutral vessel hiding away in the fog.
But her story was perfectly plausible, sir.
Yes, a little bit too plausible to my mind. If she wasn't trying to avoid us, why didn't she make herself known when we came in? She must have heard us.
Well, a fog like this does muffle small sounds, sir. And what could their object be, after all?
To sneak out unnoticed once we'd passed her by.
Oh, then why didn't they, sir? They might have done, you know. Not exactly unnoticed, perhaps. I don't suppose they could have slipped their cable without making some noise. Still, in a minute or two, they'd have been gone before we'd fairly made them out. Yet they didn't.
Well, I suppose that's true enough. What did you make of the crew, Johnson?
Oh, the usual lot, sir. The engineers, quite typical, I should say. Very full of the way they repaired their engines. The mate a bit surly, perhaps. Not much English. The master, rather an impressive sort of a fellow in his way. Typically Scandinavian. Civil enough, but appeared to have been drinking. Seemed to be recovering from a regular bout of it.
Oh, he did, eh? What instructions did you give him?
Oh, I told him I couldn't give him permission to proceed, sir. He said he wouldn't dare to move his ship her own length out in a fog like this, permission or no permission. I left a man on board all the same.
Quite right. Well, keep an eye on her as much as you can with all this fog about, and keep your ears open.
Aye, sir.
I don't know. Maybe I'm a bit too suspicious, but I can't help feeling that this very plausible ship may very well have been the one that had a rendezvous with that U-boat out there.
But you could never prove it, sir.
Well, I don't know. I want to have a look at it myself.
But from the report we've had, I'm afraid you couldn't even make a case for reasonable suspicion, sir. Could you?
I'll go on board all the same. Muster another boarding party.
Aye, aye, sir.
What did I expect to find? Well, I couldn't have told anybody, not even myself. I suppose what I really expected to find there was an atmosphere, the atmosphere of gratuitous treachery, which to my mind nothing could excuse. But how could I detect it, sniff it, taste it, receive some mysterious communication which would turn my invincible suspicion into a certitude strong enough to provoke action with all its risks? I went aboard. The master, large, robust Scandinavian, led the way to the chart room.
It is not very comfortable, but while I am at sea, this is where I live.
Aha.
Oh, take a seat, please. What can I do for you?
Oh, it's nothing. It's merely a routine check. Your papers appear to be in order.
No, of course. If it had not been for trouble with the engines, we would have been in England, in Newcastle.
Instead of which?
So we are here.
Aha.
No, what I mean is, I don't know where we are. Oh, and it all for 3 days we drift in the fog with our engines broken down. I tell you, we might be anywhere.
So the fog's been after you for a week?
Yes, that's no exaggeration. 8 days. We leave Göteborg last Monday, last week. On Tuesday, I am somewhere south of here, and my engines break down. We drift in the fog, I don't know where, and then the wind gets up, and we put in here. Since then, there has been nothing but fog again.
Aha. So you've been anchored here all that time?
Yeah, that's right, 4 days. Oh, isn't it enough to drive a man out of his mind? Well, and it's like this. This ship is my own. Your officer has seen the papers. She isn't much, as you can see for yourself, just an old cargo boat, just a bare living for my family. Those are their pictures up there.
Yes, you'll be making a fortune for your family with this old ship before you've finished.
Please.
I mean, out of the war.
Ah, yes. Out of the war. Well, what's of that? You wouldn't be angry about it, would you? Oh, you are too much of a gentleman. We didn't bring this war on you.
No, I suppose you didn't.
Oh, and suppose we sat down and cried. What good would that be? Oh, let those cry who made all the trouble. Oh, time is money, you say in English. Well, Well, this time is money. Oh, yes, it is money, all right.
Well, I'm glad you're satisfied. Well, I suppose you've made it perfectly clear that the war's not your fault and why you're here. Your logbook confirms that very minutely. Of course, a logbook may be cooked.
Please.
I say a logbook may be cooked, faked, used as an alibi. Nothing easier.
Oh. But you can't suspect me of anything. My cargo is made out for an English port in Newcastle.
True.
Well, then how can you suspect me? And what is it you suspect me of doing?
Well, I haven't said that I do suspect you. What makes you think I might?
But what you said about the logbook.
Well, I find you lying here with steam up, hiding in the fog.
But my engines have been repaired, so at last I can get steam up again.
Why didn't you make yourself known when you heard us coming into the fjord?
Well, I hear nothing. I do not know you were there until your boat come along.
But you must have heard our leadsman.
Please.
You must have heard the shout of our leadsman, taking the depth as we came by.
I was in this chat room. I hear nothing at all.
I wondered what he'd do if I accused him to his face of being what I suspected he was. Supposing I did that and watched his face, would he betray himself in some way? Oh, it was perfectly plain the fellow had been drinking. Oh, yes, he'd been drinking. He'd have had a lie ready all the same. I turned away in disgust and went up on the deck, where I had the crew mustered formally for an inspection. You the chief engineer?
Yeah.
What's been the trouble with your engines?
Please?
Your engines broke down, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. The main... how do you say? The main feed became loose. And the steam was not right in the cylinder. Also, the condenser chamber was wrong.
When was this?
A week ago. Last Tuesday.
Uh-huh. You the mate?
Yeah.
Let me see your papers.
Oh, here.
Where did you join the ship?
You're the boy?
When?
3 months ago.
This is your first trip to Hull?
We are not bound for Hull. We are bound for Newcastle.
I could discover no flaw in the logbook story. So at last I dismissed them. My impression of them was that they were a well-picked lot. They'd probably been promised a fistful of money each if the trip paid off. All slightly anxious, but not frightened. Not a single one of them likely to give the show away. At last I returned to the chart room. The master still lingered there. He appeared to have been drinking while I was away on deck.
Sit down, please.
I guess you're wondering at my proceedings, though I'm not detaining you, am I? I mean, you wouldn't care to move in this fog?
I don't know where I am.
You didn't happen to notice any unusual object floating about while you were at sea?
Objects? What objects? We were groping blind in the fog for days before we put in.
Oh, we had a few clear intervals. And earlier today, I saw something out there that makes me suspect that not so very long since a U-boat was contacted and restocked, perhaps by a neutral vessel.
Oh, I see. But you only suspect that. You have no proof.
Oh, well, perhaps not. But I also have my information. That's why I happen to be here at all. Shooting's too good for people to conceive neutrality in that sort of manner.
Oh, yes, perhaps.
No, there's no perhaps about it.
Oh, no, you are right. But what about the tempters? We better kill off that lot. There's 4, 5, 6 million of them. Oh, but I had better hold my tongue. You have some suspicions.
No, I've no suspicions.
Oh, well, let us put it like this. We know that you English are gentlemen, but, let us speak the truth. Why should we love you so very much? You haven't done anything to be loved. We don't love the Germans either, of course, but they haven't done anything for that either. A fellow comes along with a bag of gold. Oh, I haven't been in Rotterdam on my last voyage for nothing.
Oh, I'm sure. You'll be able to tell our people something interesting when you get to Newcastle.
Oh, I might. But you keep some people in your pay at Rotterdam, so let them report. I am neutral, aren't I?
So you say.
Well, listen. Have you ever seen a poor man on one side and a bag of gold on the other? Oh, of course, I couldn't be tempted. I haven't nerve for it. Oh, I tell you, it is nothing to me. I just talk openly for once.
Yes, I'm listening to you.
Well, now that I know you have no suspicions, I talk. You don't know what a poor man is. I do. I'm poor myself. This old ship isn't much, and she's mortgaged to bare living no more. Oh, of course, I wouldn't have the nerve, but a man who has the nerve. The stuff he takes aboard looks like other cargo packages, barrels, tins, copper tubes, whatnot. He doesn't see it working. It isn't real to him, but he sees the gold. That's real. Oh, of course, nothing would induce me. I suffer from an internal disease. I would go crazy with anxiety or take to drink or something. No, the risk is too great. It would be ruin.
It would be death.
Well, it is nothing to me. I am not one of those.
No, of course not. Well, I'm going to clear you fellows off this coast at once, all of you. Now, begin with you. You must leave in half an hour.
What, leave in this fog?
Yes, you'll have to go in this fog.
But I don't know where I am. I tell you, 3 days I drifted, lost in the fog.
So you don't know how to get out, don't you? Well, I'm giving you your course. You steer south by east, half east, for about 4 miles, then you'll be clear to hold to the westward for your port. The weather will clear up before very long.
But please, it's better like this. I tell you, I haven't the nerve to do it.
I'm ordering you to do it. Unless you want me.
No, I tell you, I have had enough of this board.
Yeah. You'll leave within the next half hour. You've steamed, and I've given you your course.
But please, I do not know where I am.
I've given you your course.
Very well, sir. I have no choice.
I returned to my ship, leaving the master standing there as if he were rooted to the deck. Within the next 10 minutes, I heard their anchor being weighed. Then, shadowy in the fog, she steamed away out of the fjord on to her given course. Well, my dear, that's the end of the tale.
In fact, you let him go.
Now listen. That course would lead the ship straight onto the rocks beyond the mouth of the fjord. He steamed out, he ran into them, and went down. So, he had spoken the truth. He did not know where he was.
But surely...
I prove nothing. Nothing either way. It may have been the only truth in all his story. Yes. He seems to have been driven out by a menacing stare. Nothing more.
And you knew?
Ah, yes, I gave that course to him. It seemed to me the supreme test. I believe... No, I don't believe. I don't know. At the time, I was certain. They all went down. I don't know whether I've done stern retribution or murder. I don't know. I shall never know.
Oh, my poor...
I shall never know.
This is Laurence Olivier again. I would like to extend my thanks to Ralph Richardson for that fine performance in Joseph Conrad's story, The Tale. Our thanks, as usual, should also go to the excellent supporting cast. I shall have with me as my guest on next week's program another good friend of the theater, John Gielgud. Until then, when I look forward to your company, au revoir, and thank you.
Sir Laurence Olivier introduced, as usual, today's transcribed program. The script was by D.T. Brightson. The music was under the direction of Sidney Torch. Theatre Royal is an NBC presentation, produced and directed by Harry Allen Towers.
Hear Last Man Out, next on the NBC Radio Network.
Is that proper farmhouse cheddar?
No, I don't think so.
What about that?
No, No. It's quite nice, though.
Is it? Do you think I might try a piece? I'll have 2 ounces, please.
Jacobs, the cream of cream crackers.
And a meal with a Cape apple. Straight up. Cape apples make good eating. Crisp, juicy. Marvellous exercise for the old choppers. Go on, treat yourself. Live. Buy a bushel or 2 of Cape apples today. You can't lose.
Keeping the radio memories alive thanks to the sponsorship of John Paul Pet. Pet care with a salon pedigree. Visit jppet.com today.
Hey, George, you tell us, what is tonight's secret word?
Ladies and gentlemen, the secret word for tonight is table. T-A-B-L-E.
Really?
You bet your life. The National Broadcasting Company presents Groucho Marx in You Bet Your Life, the comedy quiz show transcribed from Hollywood. Groucho meets our first contestants in just 1 minute.
This is Pat O'Brien. Here's a riddle for you. What has more energy than a jet plane, makes more noise than a riveting machine, and has the enthusiasm of a firecracker? The answer? A boy. And what's a boy supposed to do with all that energy and vitality? He's going to use it up some way, that's for sure. So it's better for him and better for all of us grown-ups, too, if someone will help him find a way to channel that energy in the right direction. And that's why a boys' club has so many of the right answers. It's a place where a boy really belongs. Now, there's some 500 boys' clubs of America all across the country, and lucky the boy who lives near one. The whole place is set up for him, so he won't have any problem finding interesting things to do. Best of all, the people who run the clubs are there to help. They not only show him how, but teach him how to do it well. So while he's having fun, he's learning that there's certain rules of living, good rules that mean a good life. Why not take a look at the boys' club nearest you? Maybe there's some way that you can help.
And here he is, the one, the only...
Well, here I am again with a chance for each of our couples to win up to $10,000. And if any of them say the secret word, they'll win an extra $100. George, who's first?
Groucho, we have Gladys Bentley and Onyag...
You have Gladys Bentley?
We have Gladys Bentley.
Since when am I your partner?
Miss Bentley is waiting outside, let's put it that way. And her partner is Onyago Ukano. And they're waiting to talk to you, and I'm sure if we play our cards right, they'll come in.
Welcome to You Bet Your Life. Welcome to You Bet Your Life. Say the secret word and you divide an extra $100. It's a common word, something you'll find around the house. Gladys Bentley and, Anna Gugu Okawana. Is that right?
That's Anyago Elekwachi Okano.
Oh. And what do you got an Irish name on the end there for, Okano?
I think Irishmen borrowed their Okano from Africa.
Oh. Does your name have any translation?
Yeah.
Now he's talking German.
See, Anyago means a fighter, and Elekwachi means no procrastination, no waste of time, And Okano, a public speaker.
Well, that clears that up pretty well, huh? Now, what part of Nebraska are you from, Anna Gugu?
Well, I was born at Ibere in Nigeria. From there, I moved to Aba.
Could you tell us something about Nigeria? Is that the way you pronounce it?
Yeah, Nigeria.
Nigeria. It's just over the border from Guatemala, isn't it?
You mean Nicaragua?
Nicaragua?
You must be thinking of Nicaragua. It's a country on the west coast of Africa, having a population of about 35 million people.
35 million people?
And I tell you, the size of Nigeria is twice of that of Texas.
Nothing is twice as big as Texas. Well, could you describe your home life something briefly?
Yeah. My father has about 4 wives.
4 wives? One for each season, is that?
Well, not that. And many children and servants running around the place, you see.
You say your father has 4? Is that the legal limit for?
Well, in Nigeria, you can have up to 7.
Up to 7. Which do you prefer, your way with 7 wives or our way with 1 wife?
Well, I think it's just the same thing all over.
Really?
In Nigeria, we marry 7 at a time, and over here you marry 7 one at a time.
Well, you see, over here, the entire nation has been brought up on the installment plan. The national motto here is buy now, pay later. I'll get back to you in a minute, Mr. Okano, huh?
That's right, Okano.
O'Connor?
O'Connor.
Oh, that's right. And you're Gladys Bentley, is that right?
Yes.
I'm sorry to have neglected you, Gladys, but it isn't often we get a charming lad from Guatemala.
That's right.
Now, where are you from, Glad?
I'm from Port of Spain, Trinidad.
Oh, really? Huh?
When I was 13, I came away from there to Philadelphia to join my mother and father in Philadelphia.
You went from Trinidad to Philadelphia to enjoy your mother and father?
That's right.
Didn't you enjoy them in Trinidad?
Well, I joined them there.
Oh, you joined them there. Were they coming apart?
No, not quite.
And what did you do in Philly that you couldn't do in Trinidad?
Well, I finished journalism at school. I wrote quite a lot of, been writing fiction ever since.
Is that so? Do you have a job, Gladys?
Yes, I'm an entertainer. I sing and play for a living in nightclubs all over the country.
Oh, you're the Gladys Bentley. Well, you're the Gladys Bentley.
Yeah, right.
I thought your name sounded vaguely familiar. Haven't you put on a little weight in recent years?
Well, I took off 130 pounds this year.
You took off 130 pounds?
That's right.
And what did you weigh then?
335.
And now you weigh?
24.
You say you lost 130 pounds. Mm-hmm. Well, you see, there is something bigger than Texas. How about hobbies, Gladys? Do you have any hobbies?
Yes. I build miniature doll houses. And I also swim. I swim on 37. I did the Catalina Channel here.
You swam the channel?
Yeah, $2,500.
Catalina Channel?
Mm-hmm.
I tried that once, but it was foggy, and I missed Catalina Island. That's true, and I wound up in Alcatraz. Well, that Catalina Island swim, that's one of the toughest swims there is, wasn't it? Pretty cold?
I like ice cold water. You know. I take about 4 cold showers a day.
Cold? No warm
ice
water?
Cold. I like real cold water. I belong to the Polo Club back east.
Oh. You take 4 cold showers every day?
Mm-hmm.
Look, if you'd stop using all that water, California could be independent of the Colorado River. Well, you're certainly an interesting and unusual couple, and I'd like to continue talking, but the time has come for you to win some money. So let's play You Bet Your Life. Now, you selected folk tunes and old-time favorites. The orchestra will play the tune. You tell me the name. If you miss 2 in a row, you're out. If you get 4 in a row right, you win $1,000. Remember your partners, and talk it over before you answer. What is the name of this old favorite? Play it, Jack.
Alouette?
Alouette? Yeah. Right.
You have one right now.
Now, what is the name of this familiar old song? It's Sophie Tucker's father. It's old Dan Tucker.
Oh, it would be.
All right. You're not out yet. You have one wrong, but don't get the next one wrong or you will be out of the game.
This next one is a folk song, but not too long ago it wound up on the hit parade. You tell me the name.
On Top Old Smoky?
That's right, On Top Old Smoky.
Now you're back in the game with one right.
Had me worried there for a minute.
This is not in my line, you know.
Barbershop quartets like to sing this next one. You name it. My Bonnie lies over a barroom. That's right.
Now have 2 right.
All right, give me the title of this one, Jack.
something of Texas.
The something about Texas.
Yeah, Austin of Texas.
Yellow Rose of Texas, yeah.
Yellow Rose of
Texas.
Here's another traditional song. Play it, boys.
Come and sit down, my son, little darling.
No, that's part of the words. That's part of the words.
The Olive Valley. Something.
What?
Red River Valley.
Red River Valley.
Red River Valley.
Red River Valley.
And you got 4 in a row, so you win $1,000.
Did they win 4 in a row?
Yes.
Now you won $1,000. You can keep it and quit, or else you can come back later and try to double your money. You may even get a chance at $10,000. So go over there and sit down and think about it. And if we don't see you later, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you. Let's go to the play.
In just a moment, our second couple will join Groucho to play You Bet Your Life.
Come, Lord, we invite you to pour a packed Blue Ribbon toast to 100 million barrels of cheer. We thank you for buying that good Pabst beer. Come, pour, we invite you to pour a Pabst Blue Ribbon toast.
Pabst is proud of the good times and good people who've helped produce 100 million barrels, the 5 generations of Americans who've made Pabst Blue Ribbon part of their family life. Pabst Brewing Company, Milwaukee. Groucho, we have 2 very special young guests who are waiting to come out here now and meet you. They're Candy Bergen and Melinda Marks. So, girls, come out and see Groucho, please.
Candy Bergen and Melinda Marks. Now, which one is Candy Bergen?
I'm Candy Bergen.
Oh, and you must be Melinda Marks, huh? Well, what do you know? I never heard of either one of them. Girls, if you say the secret word, you split $100. With me. It's a common word, something you find around the house. Candy, it's nice to see you.
Thank
You're
you.
a beautiful girl. And so are you. Now, I know all about you, but I'm sure our listeners don't, so would you tell the audience what your father does and who he is?
He's not doing anything right now.
Well, there's 5 million people out of work. He may get a job soon. Who is he? What is your father's name?
Edgar Bergen.
Your father is Edgar Bergen, the Swedish Nightingale?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, then your brothers must be Charlie McCarthy and Mortimer Snide, huh?
That's right.
Melinda, if I'm correct now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're 15 years old, is that right?
Daddy, you know I'm 11 and a half.
How old are you, Candy?
I'm 11 and a half.
Copycat. How is it you're both the same age, and your father is Edgar Bergen, and Melinda's father is Groucho Marx?
Well, that's life, I guess.
So what are your favorite TV shows, Candy?
Oh, I like science fiction theater, Gunsmoke, Wyatt Earp, Cheyenne, Bachelor Father, Danny Thomas, and a lot of others.
I didn't even come in 7th on that list. It's lucky she's not the Nielsen. Melinda, who are your favorite comedians? In other words, who are the funniest people you know?
Well, I think you're the funniest of them all, but I like Richard Goldstone. I think he's very funny, and Topper Wittenberg.
Topper Wittenberg and Richard Goldstone? Are there some new comics on TV that I never heard of? What program are they on?
Well, they're not on any program. They're in our class at school.
Well, that explains it. I can't compete with them. I'm just not in their class. They're in the 6th grade, and I never got further than the 3rd. Well, it's been a lot of fun talking to you girls, and I hope we meet again someday. But now we're going to play You Bet Your Life. Now, this is the reason Candy and Melinda are on the show tonight. They've been after me for a long time to give them a chance to win some money for the Girl Scouts. And just to make sure they win some money, I'm going to ask George Fenneman, who also has 7 kids of his own. I'm going to let him ask the questions, and I'll join the girls in the quiz. Are you ready, George?
Yes, I am, Groucho.
May I offer you my seat?
Oh, all right.
I may need it later, but...
I think I'm going to enjoy this because we have a little surprise for you, Groucho.
You have, eh?
Yes, we're not going to use the category you studied. As a matter of fact...
I've been double-crossed.
When you hear the rest... We went to the Beverly Hills school superintendent, and together with these people, we prepared a test taken from the 6th grade. In other words, questions that any 6th grader can answer. And I have them right here. I don't know how long I have my job.
I only went to the 3rd grade. I can't answer these questions.
You need any help, you think?
Your father's out here, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Edgar. Edgar Bergen.
Yeah.
Edgar, what class did you go to in school?
What class?
I mean, how high did you go?
Well, when I got into college, I had a little trouble there. I was in summer school most of the time to get reinstated for the fall term.
You went as far as college?
Yeah.
I'll let you handle this by yourself.
Are you ready? Are you set?
Are you ready?
All right, here's number 1.
Are you ready?
Go ahead, Candy. Go ahead.
What about you? Are you ready?
And here's the question.
Okay.
The Egyptians invented a means of writing by picture. What is it called?
Now, which Egyptians are these?
Why don't you...
Are these the old Egyptians?
Why don't you talk it over among yourselves there?
What are you doing later on?
Would you mind repeating the question?
The Egyptians invented a means of writing by picture. What is this means of writing called?
Well, I mean, which company was it? Was it MGM or Paramount?
No, this is historical Egyptians.
They wrote by pictures, or they ought to be ashamed of themselves. You got any answer to this problem?
I think it over.
Huh? Well, tell me.
You got it, have you?
Yeah.
So what is it?
Hieroglyphics?
That's right. You have one right. 3 more right.
I was going to say papyrus. Would that be right?
Well, that's what they wrote on, isn't it?
Yes. What?
You want
they
them?
wrote on hieroglyphics?
How about question 2? Would you settle for that?
Well, I'm not satisfied with question 1, but let's go with that. If this is the attitude you're going to assume.
Who was the king of Babylonia, famous for his code of laws?
Babylonia? Isn't that what hangs in the delicatessen?
No. All right, guys. You laid an egg? All right. Wish I'd brought him tonight.
Can't you call him?
I brought Mortimer, I think.
Well, now, what was the question?
I've even forgotten it. Who was
about hieroglyphics?
No, you've already gotten that. Who was the great king of Babylonia, famous for his code of laws?
Yeah. Don't look at me.
Yeah. Was it Jerry Geisler?
I'm sorry. The answer was Hammurabi. Hammurabi.
You knew him. You should have known that. You went to college.
I haven't read the paper for 3 days, either.
All right, now we have 1 wrong. Don't get the next one wrong or you're out of the game. And here's the next question.
Well, now that we know the answer, can we have that same question over again?
What are the mountains that separate France from Spain?
The Pyrenees.
Say it. You got it.
It's Pyne or something like that.
Well, you know what it is.
Yeah,
You said it. Say it again.
Pyrenees.
That's right. You have 1 right. What do you call the imaginary lines which circle the globe parallel to the equator?
The Maginot Line.
No.
The wash line.
Now, wait a minute. Which one,
The
kid?
circle that go this way?
The ones that parallel to the equator.
Oh, latitude.
Well, you're right. You now have 2 right. What was the
Give us
former...
an easy one, will you?
This is easy. What was the former name of Istanbul?
What is the farmer's name in Istanbul?
You got a little friend working over here, you know.
Constantinople?
You're right, Constantinople. Now we have 3 right.
3 right.
You'll almost have your $1,000. If you get this next one right...
$1,000?
Yes, you'll have it. Gee. You want to play the game with me here? How many degrees in a circle?
360. No.
That's You're right. 4 in a row. So, you've gotten 4 in a row, and you got $1,000 for the Girl Scouts, haven't you? And would you please take your chair back now?
Thanks, Edgar.
Thanks,
We'll find out if any of our contestants will try for $10,000 in just a moment.
May 1945. The armies of the Allies hurled themselves against the desperate last-ditch resistance of Hitler's Wehrmacht. advance across the shell-torn German countryside with victory in sight. But when would it come? When would the terrible slaughter end? How many more good men would fall before victory and peace become a reality? May 1945, a time of hoping, a time of waiting. It was NBC newsman Morgan Beatty who broke the story, and exclusive. Heinrich Himmler had made an offer of German surrender to the Allies. Morgan Beatty, cited for outstanding radio reporting, is typical of the top NBC newsmen who bring you news on the hour. This is Chet Huntley inviting you to be with us as the news breaks on News on the Hour, all day, every day, over most of these same NBC stations.
Groucho, here are Gladys Bentley and her partner to give us their decision on the big question.
Now you want $1,000. If you decide to try for the 10 and you fail, you wind up with a total of 500. Now what are you going to do?
I don't want no part of that wheel.
You want to try the wheel?
I don't want no part of that wheel.
You don't want any part of that
Not
wheel?
part of
it. And, Mr. O'Connor, what is your plan?
Groucho, I just come to say goodbye. I like to see you.
Congratulations for winning the 1,000, and thanks for being on the show. You bet your life.
Thank you very much.
You Bet Your Life is transcribed in Hollywood. Produced by John Goodell. Directed by Robert Dwan and Bernie Smith. Music by Jack Meakin. This is George Fenneman reminding you to tune in again next week, same time, same station, to hear the one, the only Groucho. And see Groucho every Thursday evening on NBC television. You Bet Your Life is heard by our armed forces around the world.
Oh, the big red letters stand for the Jell-O family. Oh, the big red letters stand for the Jell-O family. That's Jell-O, yum, yum, yum. Jell-O pudding, yum, yum, yum. Jell-O duck, Fiocca pudding, yes, sirree.
I've been gardening in white gloves just to prove that dirt can't hide from new Tide. Tide's been intensified to bring you cleanness no other low-priced powder can beat. I'm going to hide these filthy gloves in the pockets of these cords. Too tough a test for a low-priced powder? Not for new Tide. Now for those hidden gloves. How's that for cleanness? Proof that dirt just can't hide from intensified Tide. Try it.
Lemsip is a complete cold treatment. It's made to help lift headache and feverishness, clear your stuffy nose, soothe your tickly throat, and bring you warmth and comfort. Lemsip, a complete cold treatment.
On your last trip, did you discover what the Earth people eat? They eat a great many of these. They peel them with their metal knives. Boil them for 20 of their minutes. Then they smash them all to bits. They are clearly a most primitive people.
For mash, get smash.
What has a hazelnut in every bite?
Sorry.
And thick milk chocolate for your delight?
Sorry.
Nougat and caramel golden light?
Sorry.
And don't forget the hazelnut in every bite. And again. What has a hazelnut in every bite?
Sorry.
Thick milk chocolate for your delight?
Sorry.
Nougat and caramel golden light? And don't forget the hazelnut in every bite.
Sorry.
A hazelnut in every bite.
New Toffee Glees. New Toffee Glees are twice the fun because you get 2 sweets in one.
Standing in a bus queue,
Sitting in the traffic,
letting other people find the way you go.
It's time you broke away. Believe in freedom. Believe in Honda. Going when you like from door to door. Your Honda bike and you. Believe in freedom. Believe in Honda. Going where you like. Your Honda bike and you.
I hope
hope you're not hungry, dear Henry. I've just burnt the roast and I've ruined the sponge.
Well, that's a nice thing, isn't it? After I've been working all day...
Henry, I've got me secret supply.
You don't mean...
Polo mints.
Yum, yum.
Classic shows from the golden age of radio. This is the Rocket Classic Radio Network.
The Harold Perry Show. And now, Harold Perry as Honest Harold, the homemaker. Well, Honest Harold, the homemaker, has a problem in his own home. His young cousin Raymond has been living with him for several months now, and he is still out of a job. In fact, he has never been in a job.
You said it.
And so this morning, Judge Hardy, that is Honest Harold, has decided to have a man-to-man talk with the boy.
Raymond, I think it's about time we had a little chat.
All right, Cousin Harold.
And would you please put down that saxophone?
Oh, sure.
Thank you very much. Now about your future, my boy. Now here you are, 22 years old, and you still don't have a profession.
Well, I play the saxophone.
That's not a profession, that's a misfortune. I'm talking about a regular job.
I made $10 playing at the Elks Christmas dance, and I'm going to play there again next Christmas.
Raymond, working once a year isn't much of a job.
Well, it's steady.
Now, look, my boy, there's another reason why you should be thinking of a career. You know you have a girl now. You and little Gloria are sort of going steady.
Yeah.
And someday, maybe you'll want to settle down and get married.
Yeah.
And Raymond, you can't support a wife just playing at the Elks dance every Christmas.
Maybe they'll have a dance on Thanksgiving.
Raymond, I'm trying to be serious. Now, you listen to me. Now, after you and Gloria get married, you're going to want to settle down, build a little home, and then you'll have children. 1, 2, 3.
I'll see you later, Cousin Harold.
Raymond, where are you going?
I'm going to get a job. If Gloria can have all those children, by golly, I'm going to support them.
Well, Raymond's a father.
Good morning, Station KHJP. I'll connect you.
Oh, good morning, Glory.
Oh, good morning, Harold.
I was just talking to a friend of yours, Raymond.
Raymond.
Yes, we were just having a serious talk about marriage.
Marriage?
What a couple they're going to make, Laughing Boy and Minnie Ha.
How is Raymond?
Raymond? Oh, fit as a cello. You know, Gloria, I think I've convinced him he should go out and get a steady job.
Oh, thank you. I think you're awfully sweet, Harold.
Well.
And I know somebody else who thinks you're sweet.
Oh, who's that?
My mother.
Oop.
Oh, she was saying just this morning, wouldn't it be wonderful if I had a father like you?
Father like me? Gloria, your mother's a fine woman.
And she's coming down here to the station this morning.
She is?
Yes, she's going to bring me my lunch.
Oh.
But, Harold, I think she's really coming down to see you.
I'm sorry, Gloria, but I can't see her. I'm going to be very dizzy. I mean busy. What's that? The train from Charlieville must be pulling in.
My mother.
Oh, Zeef.
Oh, hello, Mr. Hill.
Hello, Mrs. O'Day. See you around the 1st of May.
Oh, Mr. Hemp, you're always joking.
Yeah, that's what you think.
And here's your lunch, Gloria.
Oh, thank you, Mother.
And I brought a cookie for you, Mr. Hemp.
A
macaroon.
macaroon.
Sweets to the sweet, you know.
Macaroon. Well, guess I'd better be going.
Mr. Hemp, I had the cutest dream last night.
Dream?
Yes, about hunting. I was the hunter, and you were the helpless antelope.
Huh?
You were standing there by a water hole, your nose to the wind. I crept up on you, closer, closer. I raised my gun. Bang! But I missed you.
Oh.
But the next shot, I got you. Oop. Then I took you home in my car, draped over the fender. Mr. Ham, where are you going?
I'm going to find another water hole. Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam. Mother, I'm home.
Oh, hello, Harold. I've got some wonderful news.
Oh, what's that?
Cousin Raymond's found a job.
Well, that is wonderful. What kind of a job is it, Mother?
He's selling warbleware.
Warble what?
It's pots and pans.
Oh?
And then he's selling a pressure cooker, too.
Oh, I see. I guess that makes Raymond a high-pressure salesman. Yeah.
What?
Huh? Yeah.
Oh, yes. And I suppose he'll talk to his customers, pan to pan.
Oh, Mother.
I've got Raymond's demonstration set out in the kitchen. Why don't you come out and see it?
Yeah, all right, I will, Mother.
Now, there's the pressure cooker on the stove.
Say, but it has such an odd name, Mother. Why do they call it warbleware?
Well, while it cooks, it whistles a tune.
Oh, my goodness.
Their slogan is, when your warbleware cooker bursts into song, you know that dinner won't be long.
Who wrote that? Henry Wadsworth Warbleware? Oop. What's that?
The pressure cooker's about to burst into song.
What?
Listen.
Oh, no!
Ah, sweet mystery of life. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah. Sounds like Jeanette MacDonald in a high wind.
Oh, there's Raymond.
Hiya, Cousin Harold.
Raymond, my boy, congratulations on your new job.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, but what are you going to do with that saxophone?
I thought I'd play a duet with the pressure cooker.
Yeah. Raymond, never mind your music now. You should be out selling this kitchenware.
I can't until I find somebody to give a warbleware party.
A warbleware what?
Yeah, you have to get somebody to invite guests to their home for dinner. Then I cook the dinner on warbleware to demonstrate it.
Well, why aren't you out looking for prospects?
Well, I don't know anybody who'd give a dinner for 6 people.
Oh? Well, it shouldn't be hard to find somebody, Raymond. Why, I bet I could dig up a prospect in no time.
Gee, thanks, Cousin Harold.
What?
It's sure nice of you to find somebody for me. But you're a swell guy.
What? Oh, well, what the heck. Might as well help you get started, my boy.
Oop. There goes the warbleware.
Huh?
Listen to this, Cousin Harold. I'll take the obligato.
Oh? Oh, brother, what an orchestra. Cousin Raymond is warbleware steamy 6. A pressure cooker singing Our Sweet Mystery of Life. What'll they think of next? I'm glad it didn't play the Tennessee Waltz. Well, I'll line up Doc or Pete for Raymond, and then I'll
Harold!
Oh, hello, Theodora.
How's my little cupcake today?
Cupcake, isn't that sweet? This morning I was a macaroon. Theodora?
Yes?
How would you like to give a dinner some night?
Oh, you mean a cozy little dinner for just you and me?
Well, you and me and warbleware.
Warbleware?
Yeah?
Is that a girl? You know I'm very jealous.
Oh, no. He's sort of a cowboy singer. He warbles on the range.
Harold, what are you talking about?
I don't know. Theodora,
Yes?
I want to ask you a question. Have you ever thought about buying a set of kitchen utensils? Might come in handy one of these days.
Why, Harold.
What?
What a cute way to propose. But this is so sudden. You'll have to give me time to think it over.
Time? Oh, sure. Take all the time you want. See you in the spring. Goodbye. Everybody's in a marrying mood today. Come to think of it, I wouldn't mind marrying Theodora, though. But there's no use rushing things. I think I'll drop in and see Pete the marshal. Bet I can talk him into giving a dinner. He loves to eat. Hello, Pete, old friend. You look like a gourmet.
How's that, boy?
Never mind, Pete. Have you made any plans for dinner tonight?
Why, no, I ain't, Harold.
You know, there's nothing like having your friends over for a home-cooked meal.
Well, Harold, that's real sweet of you.
What?
Asking me to your house for dinner.
Now, wait a minute, Pete. You don't understand. I'm not asking you to dinner.
Oh, then your mother is.
What?
Oh, Harold, she's a wonderful woman. She's true blue and a yard wide.
Watch it, Pete.
Tell her not to fix anything fancy, boy. I'll just take potluck.
Pete, will you listen to me a minute? I'm talking about a dinner for Warbleware.
Oh, is he going to be there, too? Sounds like you'll have quite a crowd.
No, Pete, Warbleware is a singing pressure cooker.
Oh, sure. I saw him on television.
I've got this thing all mixed up. Warbleware is a trade name.
Well, if I had a name like that, I'd trade it, too. Mr. Warbleware ain't that a doozy.
Pete, will you let me explain?
Oh, sure, Harold. I just remembered. I can't come to your dinner tonight. This is my night to play pinochle with the prisoners. Yeah, but thanks for the invite, boy. And give my best to Mr. Warbleware.
Yes. I'll tell him. Goodbye. What a character. Well, maybe I'll have better luck with old Doc Yak Yak. Hope the old horse doctor's in.
Come in. Oh, hello, Harold.
Hello, Doc.
I'll be right with you. I'm just giving a cold pill to my French poodle, Pierre.
French poodle, Pierre.
Are you ready, Pierre?
Oh, for goodness.
Open vous your mouth, Silver Play. Here it comes. There you are. You feel better? All right, Pierre, run along now and listen to your Maurice Chevalier record. Oh, we just love Chevalier here.
I hate to break up this musical appreciation hour, Doc, but Cousin Raymond's got a job selling cooking utensils, and I'm trying to help him get started.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm looking for somebody who'll give a dinner party for 6 so Raymond can demonstrate the utensils and sell some to the guests.
Oh, well, Harold, you don't have to look any further. I'd be glad to give a dinner party.
You would? Oh, that's wonderful.
When a feller needs a friend, all he has to do is call on good old Doc.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Yes, sir. Doc Yancey's always there with a helping hand.
Yes, Doc, you're swell.
Yes, sir. When the night is dark and you're looking for a lighthouse.
All right, Doc. Who are you going to invite to the dinner?
Why, my animals.
Your what?
Just tell Raymond not to cook anything fancy. For the kittens, just some wilted catnip salad.
Doc?
And for my horse, Silver Moon, a box of Wheaties.
Yes.
Yeah, just sprinkle a little alfalfa over it.
Doc, will you...
And you don't have to cook a thing for Arthur, my goat. He'll just eat the kitchenware.
Doc, you've got the brains of an Airedale.
Why, thank you, Harold.
Oh, what's the Doc was a big help. Well, I guess I'm a big help to Raymond, too. I certainly didn't...
Cousin Harold? Cousin Harold?
Hello, Raymond. Raymond, I'm afraid I didn't...
Oh, Harold, I got some wonderful news. I've got somebody to give a Warbleware dinner for me tonight.
Well, that's fine, my boy. Congratulations.
There's just one thing wrong.
What's that?
Well, I'm supposed to cook the meal for the guests. I can't cook.
Oh, well, don't let that bother you, Cuz Raymond. I'm a good cook. Since this first job means so much to you, my boy, I'll go along and help you tonight.
You will? Is that a promise?
Sure.
Oh, thanks, Harold.
All right, my boy. By the way, who's giving the dinner party?
Gloria's mother, Mrs. O'Day.
Huh? Raymond, I can't go there tonight. She thinks it's open season on antelopes.
But, Harold, you promised.
I know I promised.
If you don't help me, I'll lose my job on the first day.
All right, Raymond, I'll be an antelope.
Oh, thanks a lot. What'll we have for dinner?
I don't know. I hope it isn't venison.
We will return for the second act of our story, Honest Harold, in just a moment. CBS wishes to remind you that the Joe Louis-Freddie Bashore fight in Detroit will be heard exclusively on this network later this evening. Russ Hodges will be at the ringside to bring you the story of the Brown Bombers' second step along the comeback trail. On CBS's Bing Crosby show this evening, Fred Astaire will be the special guest, a promised highlight being a special Astaire-Crosby version of The Thing. Oop. The Bing Crosby Show and the Joe Louis-Freddie Bashore battle will be heard on most of these same CBS stations. And now, back to Harold Perry as Honest Harold, the homemaker. Well, it's the night of the big Warbleware dinner party at the home of Gloria's mother, Mrs. O'Day. This is one dinner Harold would like to miss, but he has promised Cousin Raymond that he'll go along and cook the meal. It's late afternoon now, and we find our reluctant chef driving to Mrs. O'Day's with Raymond.
Gee, Cousin Harold, I don't know how to thank you for helping me out tonight.
It's all right, my boy, but don't forget you promised to help me out. Gloria's mother is a nice woman, but I just don't want to be left alone with her in the kitchen. Now, you stay close to me.
Okay.
When I'm cooking the dinner, don't you go lollygagging off somewhere with Gloria. You stick with me every minute.
Don't worry, I'll be right behind you.
I don't want you behind me. I want you in front of me.
Oh, gee, I hope I sell a lot of Warbleware tonight.
Yeah, I hope so too, Raymond. You got your little sales talk already?
Yeah, I memorized it out of the sales manual. Yeah, let's see. Right after dinner, I get up and say, "Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've all enjoyed your Warbleware dinner, cooked in these fine utensils. Hold up, pot."
What? Thought you were talking to me.
Then, make following humorous remark to put guests in good frame of mind.
Oh, that's good.
Use Warbleware, and there will always be a smile on your pan. Wait for a laugh.
Yeah. You had to wait a long time, my boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is absolutely no obligation for you to buy Warbleware, but...
Never mind, Raymond. Here we are. Thank goodness. Come on, Raymond. You carry the pots and pans.
All right.
See, I've got the food, vegetables, potatoes, boiling beef, horseradish, mustard. Be careful. Don't drop that pressure cooker. It might crack its voice. Now, remember, Raymond, stick close to me. I don't want to be left alone with that old... Oh, hello,
Mr. Hemp, why, what a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
Cousin Harold's going to cook the dinner for me, Mrs. O'Day.
Oh, how charming. Ah, Mr. Hemp, you come like an ancient Egyptian, bringing